This is Zach, and this is another yoga science lesson. Uh, this lesson is in the series that we're doing on the algorithmic wave, and this is the sun and moon's uh, algorithmic wave effect on the human body. And the human body is made up of 12 body systems. And those 12 body systems get regenerated, they get activated, then they get regenerated uh, at different hours of the day in a 24-hour cycle. So you have 12 body systems in the human body. And let's say this is the human body, this is the head here, and this would be the feet over here. And the body systems in this in this algorithmic wave are arranged in this order. At 6 a.m., the nervous system is activated, and it starts to regenerate. You know, at 6 a.m. is when you're going to have anyways, your sensory nerves, your spinal cord, all that nervous system starts to regenerate. So it's pulling resources to regenerate that area because of the solar and lunar mix of electromagnetic energy fields coming in at that angle and affecting their amounts with each other. So at about the next 8 a.m. This mix of solar and lunar energy affects the endocrine system. The cerebellum, the throat, the liver, and the gallbladder get regenerated during these hours, right here. During these hours here, the 10 to 12 hours, this mix of solar and lunar energy is affecting the respiratory system. The lungs, the bronchia are getting regenerated during this mixture of solar and lunar energy at this hour. Now we're coming to a peak, peak solar energy. It's the 12 p.m. sun, fixed energy. It's solid, it's intense. And what's it affect? It affects the lymphatic system. So the lymphatic system gets its regenerative therapy from the lunar and solar mix. And then we come here to the 4 and 5 o'clock hour and get the cardiovascular system, the muscles and the motor nerves regenerate during this mixture of lunar and solar energy. It comes in, it activates the system and regenerates the cardiovascular system. The next system to 6 p.m. is the digestive system. The bowels, the intestines, the whole digestive system. It's a extensive system. It gets regenerated at its peak regenerative point during the mixture of lunar and solar energy at 6 p.m. Now we come into and this you can even look at those 12 those 6 systems as the domain of the sun. They're very solar centric. This next 6 systems of the body are lunar centric, and so they get affected greatly by the moon and the lunar electromagnetic fields. So over here we're in the at the 6 p.m. This is 7 p.m. hour. We have the urinary system gets regenerated, and then the reproductive system gets regenerated after that. And then as we get to 12 a.m., the muscles, the hips, the sacrum, the skin, the hair, connective tissues all get regenerated. And then when we get past into 12 midnight, the skeletal system in this area is a mixture of lunar and solar effect. Affects the bones, the teeth, the digestive system get regenerated. The circulatory system at about 3 a.m., 4 a.m., the circulatory system gets regenerated and effective, and that water regulation, saline solution of blood, and white corpuscles all get regenerated and revitalized by this lunar and solar mix. And you're talking about angles. These are angles of light, and they activate that system and get it active and going. And then finally, at 6 a.m., up from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., generally speaking, the immune system gets regenerated. The arterial blood, the red corpuscles, it's your body's generating, coming back to life, so the immune system is regenerating and cranking and using resources to crank and become active. And so those are the 12 body systems and the 12 parts of the day and 20 or the 24 hours of the day and the 12 months of the year get regenerated and active during during one of these segments in the sun and moon's algorithmic wave. And that's the end of the 12 body systems in the algorithmic wave.